What's up, everyone, and welcome to our post E3 coverage. This time around, we're going to be talking about Bethesda's press conference. It just ended. Let's talk about some of the games that we saw, and then we can talk about what we thought about the press conference as a whole. This is Drew Shishley, and this is Austin Miller. You guys have seen them before. So let's start with you, Miller. What did you think of the press conference overall? I guess we can start with that.
Overall, I thought it was a good press conference. I mean, I know they had Dishonored 2 at the end as kind of like their ender, and they had Quake as kind of a surprise. Nobody was thinking.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I didn't think they had anything like big to announce this year. So, I mean, it was an all right press conference. I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay.
Drew, what'd you think?
I liked it more than EA's.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot less filler, or what felt like filler to me.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree with there weren't like huge announcements, but I mean, like, I guess Quake's pretty good, especially like if you're still playing Quake.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was fine, but I don't think it was anything beyond fine, really. Prey looked awesome, and we'll talk about that here in a minute in more detail, but them finishing off with Dishonored 2 for like the last 15 minutes kind of, I don't know, it didn't excite me that much. I know why they did it. That's their only game with like an imminent release. And Quake, seeing Quake was cool, and finally getting confirmation on that Skyrim Remaster was cool, but it was a better press conference than EA's for sure. But right. I'm still, I mean, this is pretty obvious, but I don't think the two that we saw today, I don't think will compare to what we see tomorrow out of Microsoft, Sony, or even Ubisoft for that matter.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, Ubisoft, their games speak to me a little more, but
I mean, I like the Bethesda games probably the best, but I mean, it seemed like this was kind of one of their like years where they had just released a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of in between year.
Yeah, you know.
And with the Skyrim Remaster, it's like it looks good, but I played it before.
Yeah.
Well, let's
play it again.
Let's run through what we saw. So they started the press conference out with a Quake Champions announcement. That's what the name of the game is going to be called, Quake Champions, PC exclusive. So it won't be coming to consoles. I think that kind of speaks volumes to the Quake community. They were born out of PC gaming. So
I honestly don't really expect for Quake to come to consoles.
Right.
Just because of how much of a PC core it is.
After that, we got Fallout DLC, I guess you would say.
The workshop, yeah.
Yeah, and
the
Cola, what was it called? Nuka Town?
Well, they had Nuka World,
and that looked cool.
Yeah.
They went on to announce Fallout VR, which at first I was kind of hoping it would run in PlayStation VR, but now that I've heard what everyone else has to say, I think you'll probably only see that on Oculus Rift and HTC Vive, probably on PC. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's probably one of the first
actual games, like AAA titles. But I think it helps with, like, since Fallout 4 has already been out, like, you know it's a full-fledged game. Like, you know how the game plays, and it's like, okay, so that's going to be on VR.
But now it's like a new experience for you because it's going to be virtual reality. You know, like, you're actually going to be there.
Yeah. We also got Doom announced for VR, but it's not Doom proper. It's like it sounds like it's a Doom experience made for VR.
Right.
It doesn't sound like the Doom game that we just saw come out a month ago transferred over to VR.
Yeah.
Then we got a Skyrim Remaster. Looks great. Do you guys we talked about this a little bit during the conference. Do you guys want to put more time into a game that you already put? I don't know how long you guys played, but I would assume at least you guys put 20 to 40 hours in, probably at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, probably.
Do you want to go back to a game and put that much more time into it?
I don't know if I necessarily want to. Like, it's not top of my list, you know?
It's not that you want to, but you're going to.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I have to get this.
Yeah.
I played it. It was so good. And you're like, now it's coming to the new console. You're like, I gotta get it.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll throw in some extra things with it, you know, like
the mods.
Yeah, like the mods.
Yeah, the mods
consoles,
for it will be cool.
Yeah.
I can see that being awesome. But I don't know. I'm happy they're bringing that experience to consoles. But also, when you look at some of the mods, the graphical mods for PC, the PC version,
oh yeah, I mean
it leaves a lot to be desired. But
I mean,
I get why they're doing it and stuff.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, like I'd rather have Oblivion or Morrowind.
A lot of people would.
I know, like that requires more money by them and more time to be input into that to actually make it up to par with games these days. Mm-hmm. But I think it would be more worth it.
Yeah.
But I still think it's going to sell a whole bunch as the Skyrim one. So I don't know.
Yeah. Then we got what I think is probably the biggest thing that came out of the conference, and that was a look at Prey, which is we saw a vertical slice of, or I guess it was a reveal trailer a few years ago of Prey 2. Mm-hmm. It looks like they scrapped it and restarted. From what people are saying online, this is a complete reboot of the series. This isn't a sequel. Okay. Sounds like it's a reboot. That game looked awesome.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
Looks like a super trippy first-person shooter. A lot of Dead Space elements in it that look cool.
Yeah, just the whole way they set it up. Mm-hmm. The way they set up the trailer and how they had like the the cutscene of him waking up like over and over. That was really cool.
I was super confused about the eye.
Yeah. I'm a big first-person shooter guy, but I love it when people try something a bit out of the ordinary.
It's kind of like a psychological element to the game.
Yeah, I'll really definitely be interested in seeing more out of that one.
Definitely the coolest reveal.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty big.
Then we got some Doom DLC. I believe it was multiplayer only.
Yeah, it's some maps.
No single player stuff, right? Is that?
I
don't think so.
I don't think they specified.
Yeah, they added like new guns and like abilities and stuff for multiplayer and stuff like that too.
Which is a decent amount of new stuff for that.
Yeah.
After that we got some more Elder Scroll information on Elder Scrolls Online, the Dark Brotherhood stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not an Elder Scrolls Online player, but what did you guys think of that as people that used to play the game?
I thought it looked great. I think the Dark Brotherhood's probably the most fun part of the Elder Scrolls universe, in my opinion.
I like Dark Brotherhood a lot. I mean,
who doesn't like being an assassin? Right. You know, like it's like Assassin's Creed, but you're like back in the way old days. You know?
Yeah.
We'll be looking out for that Assassin's Creed coming out soon.
That's the new one.
But yeah, it looks great to me.
Yeah. Speaking of hiding around and stabbing people in the back, we got Dishonored 2 information after that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like we said earlier, they spent about 10 to 15 minutes on that.
I think they could have cut the first part
a little bit.
But yeah, the part where they showed off all the graphics and stuff. Like it was nice, but it's like I don't need that in the press conference.
Well, it's also weird that they're showing off graphics and stuff when the game is right around the corner. Usually when the game's around the corner, you don't show off graphics and stuff. Graphics and stuff is usually shown
I think it was
way
more
ahead
so
of time.
So they could show off the Void engine.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't want to show that off.
But I think the game looks really cool, honestly.
Yeah.
I think all of Emily's powers look really nice, and especially with that time travel thing. I forget what it was called.
Yeah.
But
where it's holding up like glass shards and change between the present and the past.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was
I really liked how I forget the name of it now, but like her blink in the first game, the blink's like the teleport ability, and how she used that. I like the animation of that a lot.
So there were a lot of rumors before E3 that we were going to see a new Evil Within and a new Wolfenstein. We didn't get announcements for either of those.
Somebody was mad about the Wolfenstein.
I was a little upset about no Wolfenstein announcement. I just got done playing the first one. I like it quite a bit. But they might be holding their cards until next year. Or, I mean, you never know, because Gamescom is right around the corner, too. There's other Tokyo conferences in E3, so...
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like if they were going to announce it... If
Gamescom
is right around the corner, like... I feel like you could have just announced it here.
Yeah.
I feel like probably the things they had so many different projects that they were working on, they just didn't necessarily have enough time yet to like get into all those.
Yeah. And we talked about this earlier too. You and I did on the EA post coverage episode we did. Bethesda seems more aware that consumers like the fact that they announce a game and it's coming around the corner like really quickly.
Yeah, like with that Elder Scrolls Online, like that stuff was coming out like next month and like
same
August,
with Fallout and stuff next month.
Everything's coming right away.
So maybe with Wolfenstein, they're holding their cards because maybe they want to wait until next year and come out and say it's available in 6 months.
Yeah,
I mean that would be awesome. But do you guys have any other thoughts about the press conference that we saw today?
Good press conference. Better than EA's.
Yeah,
that wasn't hard to do.
I agree.
So.
Right.
I agree. Anything else? That's all?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's what we thought of Bethesda's press conference. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Tomorrow we have Microsoft's press conference. We have Ubisoft's press conference, and then we have Sony's press conference. Those should be hopefully better than what we saw out of both of these today. Not that they were terrible, but I think they'll be better than what we saw today. But stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.